And we are live. Cheers. Sip, sip.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Stephen, salute. Mm. What you got drinking over there? Anything?
Um,
Mm.
no,
Is that
straight up water. 9.5 alkaline.
9.5? Okay.
Yeah,
Me, I like that plat stuff they call the geyser water. That and I like Evian.
I
Those are
like
my
ice
two
water
favorites.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So hydrate, hydrate. That's what I should be having. I may have to run out and get some water too at some point, but I was like, oh, I just want some coffee. So, all righty. Everybody, thank you for joining Jeff and I again for another Sunday night of poetry and of tarot. And hello, Miss Care Bear. She's going to be joining us at some point. Karen, I did see your second email. I didn't get to open it yet. Um, but yeah, let me check it. I don't know if you already put a date in there, but let's aim for a poetry, and then we'll figure out what case you might be interested in working reading with us on. So she says, my favorite night.
Oh,
Mine too. Teresa Hadarian, hello, my dear. Although I'm waiting to hear back from Tom, Early Ritual. He's interested in joining Jeff and I for another Saturday night chat. And
yay!
yay! And I'm going to see at some point too, Allison, Aries Girl Tarot, would love to join us for a conversation as well.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Okay.
so, oh yeah, Allison is just,
She's
yeah,
highly opinionated, so that's
she's
good.
opinionated, but she backs it up, and she speaks her truth, she talks her truth, and she gives it straight up, you know, straight up. Now tell me. So I couldn't resist the straight up and going into a Paul Abdul. I actually did a dance routine to that for my
Did you?
in high school. I was part of a dance productions group, and that was one of our dances that that one week. We did Paul, not Paula Cole, Paul Abdul. 10 years later, Heather. Paula Abdul straight up. So I still remember some of it. And hello, Kaylee. Welcome, welcome. And we'll have to have Kaylee join Jeff and I also for another poetry. So hopefully within maybe by next Saturday, Jeff and Tom will be joining me, and we're interested in discussing the concept of contracts, soul contracts. So looking forward to that. And before we get like super started and share our poetry, you got anything coming up that you want to share on your
um,
channel?
Nothing
And
as of
hello,
yet.
book.
Nothing. Oh, hi, Book Bewitched.
Puppy. My
Nothing as of
birthday is
yet. I'm in a dry spell. Not creatively, just in this regard, although this is creation and creativity. So if you
mhm,
want to collaborate, email me. I'll do it.
awesome. You heard it here.
I will do it.
Heather, you're closing in on 800 subs. I am.
Yeah.
And that is because I guess the Samantha Murphy case that Jackie and I read on last Wednesday is a really popular, story right now in crime. Um, I didn't think anything could beat out like the Delphi, the Susan Morphew, or this Idaho that's going to trial. But um, yeah, next thing I know, Jackie's like, "Did you see how many views we've had on that?" And I said, "No," and I went, 2,000. And then like within 2 to 3 days, my subscription jumped like 30 subscriptions. So
I
if
noticed
any
that too. I was like, what? Yeah.
if anybody watches on replay that recently subscribed because I did that case, thank you. I appreciate your support. Um, and we keep sending prayers out that Samantha will be found, preferably alive and safe. Although right now police are kind of like they don't have a lot of hope for that, but still keeping everybody that we read for in our hearts and our prayers, because no family wants to live not knowing what's what with their loved ones. So let's see, Jeff, you are super good host, good at asking questions like a talk show. Well, there you go. Kelly Clarkson, watch out. Here comes Jeff Bailey.
You watch out, bitch. Yeah.
Oh, snap. Fatima, his birthday is on Saturday, March 9th. So early happy birthday, Miss Fatima. And Joyful Journey is here. And Joyful, I know I heard your name recently. Is it Jennifer? I think. I could be wrong. Um, let's see. Could do a Saturday. My birthday is a Saturday. Or we could do the poems Jeff and I like to do are on the Sundays. But we'll figure something out because I know your birthday is in April, but right now we're not sure what's going on with this apartment. I still have to wait another week and a half, 2 weeks to find out if that couple turned down the apartment. And if they did, then it gets offered to us. So things could go really super quick, super crazy, super fast. So, um, we'll work out on something, Kaylee, unless you know somebody else who could jump in sooner before me, that could really, say, I can do this, they can't commit to it. Right now, the next 2 to 3 weeks, I really have to kind of be careful how much I schedule for ahead. But if we can do it, most definitely. Heather, I think you're, oh my goodness. Who doesn't think I'm amazing? Just kidding. Sometimes I gotta tell myself that. What you are? But like I tell my subscribers, we all are worthy. We're all special. Um, I'm crossing fingers. Yep, me too, honey. Hello, Moira, and it's Jennifer. I got it right. Ding, 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 ding. Do I get a movie prize or some kind of prize? Happy Meal. I was actually thinking, Jeff, this would be the perfect person to share this with and bounce this off of you. To have something that's a little bit, more lighthearted on my checks. I know I do my Friday nights with Allison and some of the other shows, and we laugh and we have a good time. But I thought for something fun, something just funny, um, what about like Happy Meal readings? It's like I don't have the old fashioned Happy Meal boxes. I don't know if they still make those, but just, whatever you get, it's going to be a funny, happy message and it'll put a smile on somebody's face. Maybe like a midweek kind of show or like a weekend show, but just have fun and I don't know, do something called a Happy Meal.
I think it's a fantastic idea. Were there ever any like tarot cards in the Happy Meal? Anything like that? Like fortunes or
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I go to McDonald's, to my McDonald's, and order a Happy Meal. I don't know if they still, I think they're trying to cut back on the paper, but I think some places still do the boxes.
I could swear that some did that still. Yeah.
Oh, aloha, Jonathan. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just see? Hello, Miss Tarot D. I got to talk to Miss Tarot D for a while today. She cheered me up. Good to see you, my dear Jules. Hey, lady, how are you? It's been a while. Um, you have some ideas? Would you like fries with that? Oh my goodness, that's funny. Yeah, kind of like when Gerald does his caffeinated and unfiltered. Would you like an extra shot? That would be kind of like my fun for my channel. I mean, he's so creative. He inspires me and a lot of other people um, into doing different things. So does Hershey and Thomas. They come up with a lot of cool ideas for their shows. So I wanted to do something that was fun as well. So I'm the queen of the Happy Meal. Are you really? You know what the funniest thing? I used to love watching NCIS when the whole original gang was on, except for the first girl. I liked Ziva better, which is why I named my cat Ziva. Um, but there was an episode, and I don't know who she was talking to. I think it might have been after Gibbs walked away. Yeah, Gibbs walked away from Abby, and she goes, "Somebody needs a happy meal." So that's one of the phrases that stuck with me over the years. So I have to pick my son up from downtown. Probably not. Well, if you got to head out, be careful. Safe drive. She's got 3 young kids. Oh, okay. You'll be there. Oh, I see what you're. Okay, we're talking about the birthdays. So everyone just saying hello to everybody. That's wonderful. I accidentally hit loop and heard you ding, ding, ding. Because I got Jennifer's name right. But yes, I can be a ding, ding too. And speaking of the man himself, hey Gerald, how are ya? I was sharing everybody my idea for a new fun segment on my channel. I just got to see if I can find myself a McDonald's around here that still sells their Happy Meals out of the boxes. So we'll see how that works. What did I said that you are creative and that you inspire a lot. You inspire and yeah, you inspire a lot of us to do creative things with our channels. Hershey and Thomas does that also with their different shows. But for me, I want to do something fun like Happy Meal readings. And one of my subscribers just a few moments ago, I can't remember, was it Karen, who said, "Would you like fries with that?" And it kind of made me think of your caffeinated unfiltered. Would you like an extra shot? So I think that would be fabulous. I
Do
mean,
it, Fogo Pogo.
yeah, Fogo Pogo. Okay, sorry, Fogo. We've got 15 people in chat, so
I think.
trying to keep up with everybody. So I love us creatives being in our community because we, hello Sylvia, that we inspire each other to just keep playing and exploring and doing all. And Miss Tarot D also, she's been doing very creative spreads. I've been and tarot spreads, not spreads. But wink wink. But I had to try I had to, you know. But with her tarot spread, she's been doing these very monthly, almost kind of like a monthly one. She's got a birthday, she's got a Valentine's Day, and has a St. Patrick's Day one. And actually next week, I think it was Miss Tarot D, you were saying you're going to be doing readings based on that 4-leaf clover spread that you created along with Ginger Faye. So again, people in our community that are creative. And Jeff, he inspires me to keep writing again, got me going with that. And so did Ramon last week. Ramon was here. Not only was he sharing with us his incredible um, poetry with us, but his creativity in creating his own Rubik's Cube and creating his own reading cards. And it's just, I just love how many artisans and artists. And Jonathan
Yes.
picked up a brush for the first time in 4 years, everybody, on my channel with me last Monday, and we did a live painting together. And you're going to hear first here on the 12th of March. I think it's the 12th. It's going to be on, hold on a second. I got so much going on, I can't remember, but it's going to be another Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Jonathan and I are going to be painting again, but we will be joined by Diana Bowles, oil painter.
Oil painter. Awesome.
Yep. So y'all heard it here first. If you all want to see me spread it, so I was like, wee.
I'm like, what?
Spread the love, spread the creativity. Oh, and here's Jeff. What did he say here? I'm out of money already. Let's if it starts next month. Well, I hope those are successful. I've been seeing a lot of commercials with people. March 16th is when Miss Tarot D will be reading with Ginger. Let's see. Got a dragon deck can be the toy with the Happy Meal. You get a dragon with your reading. Okay. See, we're all sharing all these different ideas. The Happy Tarot might work for that Happy Meal show. I don't have the Happy Tarot, but I do have my gummy bear.
Care Bear wants me to just point something out. If you didn't watch my live with her, please go back and watch it from Friday night on my channel. It's there.
You did a show with Care Bear?
Mm-hmm.
How did I miss that? From last Friday? Oh, maybe because I was with Allison.
I think you were on with Allison at the time. In fact,
Oh.
Care Bear wanted to be deferential and not go on when you were on. We thought we'd lose viewers. Either we thought we'd lose viewers and or she just, Heather's on then. We can't go on then.
Well, you know what? I appreciate that. But you know what? There's so many of us now with so many channels. It's you can't, it's almost impossible now. But that was very sweet. Very sweet. I appreciate that.
I'm like, if I go on at 9, I need my sleep. So rather, if I go 2 hours, it's fine. But I'd rather start at 8. Ozempic. You don't know what Ozempic is, Gerald? It's an injection. It's a Similac. No, wait, that's Wegovy. It's an injection for weight loss. It inhibits your
Becoming
appetite.
popular. So yes. So good luck with that. So I think a lot of other people. I think somebody else has mentioned in one of the chats, in some show that they were going to take that or they were on it. So, I need to go. Okay, bye, my dear. Thank you for joining. Mwah. For joining and stopping in and saying hello. Wow, I don't have that problem. Ay. Let's see. Soul Alchemy, if you want a guest for supersized Happy Meal rings, let me know. It could be fun. And vice versa, Gerald. I still would love to join a caffeinated unfiltered with an extra shot some night. If you have an empty opening, if somebody can't make it, that would be fun too. Care Bear, you can draw with crayons a picture. Yeah. Let's see. Boy, chat is really jumping. Okay, there's Jeff. Did you tell them? Sylvia, we're all saying hi to Sylvia. I do think I said hello to Sylvia. Tarot Stash, sorry I'm missing for your live earlier. I was at a memorial paddle. Oh, I was like, who got paddled? Because every time I saw the word paddle, it was me getting my backside paddled. So, if I seem extra like, it's been a rough day, so I'm just having fun with everybody. Enjoy hair and makeup, but the thing is, she doesn't really need that much makeup. Such a lovely already, right? The hair. Oh, those purple. I gotta get some purple hair. Let's see. It is just cookies. You eat these cookies that help you release weight. No.
I wish.
Okay. I was gonna be like, Sylvia, girl, what do you want?
No. These are injections.
Yeah.
These are injections that supposedly mess with your stomach so you don't want to eat. But you're supposed to use it with exercise. So
apparently it's also used to help with diabetes. And I think Gerald has shared, previously that he deals with that too. He lives with that. A lot of people do. So I shouldn't send you more pretzels.
No, I need something to tide me over till Thursday, but I think I can make it. But if you could, Gerald.
Ooh. Did Jeff Bailey just blow Gerald a kiss on our channel? Remember the old days? What was it? Hee haw, one of them. They all go.
Yeah.
Was it hee haw? Wonderful. Thank you. That would be great. You guys always have so much fun. I would love to join some night. I'll have to make up my own funny cards. Let's see. Ozempic is not going to be great for long. It truly diminishes muscle.
This is true. This is a side effect.
Well, there's always side effects with medicines. but it also helps with spikes. You know, I think maybe that the Ozempic should just kind of be used to get your people down to a safer weight, a healthier weight where, you know, from there on they can start working on, you know, including more you know, exercise, and by then having a nutrition in place and working from there. Because I know it's hard, you know, for people who are, you know, who are overweight, especially if they have inflammation. I have that. So for me, doing a lot of exercise can be hard. So it's harder to keep the weight off. So something like that gets you down to a size where you can manage and start working on, you know, it's like medicine should be kind of like a tarot card. It helps you. It's like a guide. Well, not actually like you can't like really have a tarot card and then boom, you drop. But it's a tool to help improve one's life. There you go. But saying that all my results were normal at my last appointment. You've lost 100 pounds. Oh my God,
That's
Kaylee.
awesome.
I did not know that. I have to lose at
To
least
be at
close
my
to
ideal
that.
weight, I'd have to lose 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I might talk to my doctor about that then too. Karen said, I had diabetes both times when I was pregnant, insulin 4 times a day. Hard to give yourself injections with a giant rock for a belly.
Yeah.
Oh, God, my God, girl. My hat's off to y'all. Um, and oh my God, Karen, I saw your face. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and check too. And Fatima has diabetes as well. So does my sister, but you know, it's kind of hard for her to keep that in check with, you know, the smoking and having to cook for family. And of course, we were raised in an Italian household. We're 25% Italian, so there's the pasta, the meats, all the good
The
sauce, you name it.
breads.
Woo woo everywhere. Yes, a woo woo here and a woo woo there. Woo woo everywhere. A woo woo. Oh boy. Yes, Heather's being silly tonight. Tarot, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. delivery time. What is? But you will know. I never thought it would happen. Well, I'm happy for
Yeah.
you, my dear.
Congratulations.
Ozempic is not approved for weight loss. Really? However, semaglutide is approved for
Yeah,
weight
it's
loss
either
under
one.
the
It's
name.
either one of them. I think it might be Wegovy. She's gonna throw me on. I don't know if it is Ozempic. It's just Ozempic's the one I see more of the commercials for. I
Gotcha.
know there's one for Wegovy out there, but are all those drugs semaglutide? So how do you say it? Semaglutide or
Semaglutide.
semaglutides? Okay.
Jules said I had to take metformin to get pregnant. Oh, yeah.
Metformin makes people have the runs really badly, and so they go to Glipside. My dad
Good thing
tried
I never
metformin.
wanted kids. Whew. Mm-mm. I was so funny. Well, I was so happy when they took all that out about 6 years ago. It's been the best thing that ever happened to me. So yep, seeing the woo woo. Same drug, different doses. So yeah, different dosages. Um, oh wow. Okay. And Terrell, you're awake. Did Thomas pop in here? Chat is 19 people in chat. Thomas, hello, wherever you are. I don't see you, but I believe that you are here. There he is. He's on your channel. Hi, Thomas. They're talking about the sun today. Very interesting. Well, the tarot card, the sun. Now on Sinjardi. Wow. All these pills and medications that are out there on the market. I know when I started, I found out about my mental health. I had them throwing so many different medications at me to see which ones would stick. And at one point, I was at 4, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I really want to try to work down." They got me to where I needed to be, and thank goodness now I'm down to 1. So, like I said, they're tools to help you get to the right place. Hi, Brenda. Sorry, sweetheart, I didn't make it to your show today with Anne. I had a surprise call from Miss Tarot D today, so I got to talk to her for a while. So, but I'm sure your readings were fabulous, and all your chatter showed up. I need to go create thumbnails for the week because we all know Gerald's an overachiever, but that's good. He inspires the rest of us to be overachievers. All righty. Yeah, that's why it's like I'm just down to my Seroquel now. I might try something a little later on, but right now I'm managing. Oh, she was diagnosed at 15 with diabetes, now 36. Jeez. Yeah. But a lot of doctors, I know medicines are on the market that can help us, but a lot of times too, the doctors rather push these medicines instead of like really getting and helping. I wish the medical community would start really emphasizing um, diet, get with government on making it more accessible for people to eat healthier, to stricten their codes for the foods that we eat, that the FDA approves, that aren't approved in any other countries because of the crap that's in them, and just really start promoting a healthier living. The medication should be kind of like a supplement, like a helping. But so many places now, the doctors just push them as an end all be all without looking at the whole picture, you know. And of course, I'm not a doctor, entertainment purposes only. This is just me and Jeff and chat sharing, our history and our understanding how we feel about the pharmaceutical and the medical, health and cheaper food. The problem is the cheaper
That's a
food is
problem
the
right there.
shittiest food. Yeah. There are times when I go into one of our local supermarkets that have the nicest spreads out, and I walk out because I can only get a few things. I walk out sometimes in tears because I want to buy all this other stuff that looks so good, that looks healthy, but they charge so much money that they make it very difficult. Um, yeah, they mask symptoms because they give you one thing for one, and then they give you another to help with that side of it. And pretty soon, all you're doing is really ingesting pharmaceuticals instead of balancing it with a healthier diet. Same thing with mental health, too. Mental health is so important to have a healthy diet, to have a healthy weight, because when you stress, when it affects you on a physical level, increases cortisol really high for a lot of people, and it leads to, if they could just work on everybody on a whole, and start from a place of what's natural, what's here on earth, that's here for us. Everything we need really is here on earth. And when people say sugar is more addictive than like crack cocaine and all that stuff, I believe it.
It
I
is.
really do. And cigarettes, it's a way of getting you addicted to that. And for me to let go of, I was doing really good last summer, but because I stressed out over the winter seasons because of what started going on here at the place, I went to my comfort food and I gained a lot of that weight back again because I started eating the sugars, the comfort foods and stuff. And so with spring, I'm really going to have to get back onto the into the saddle and start working on it again, because it shows just how much your body craves that sugar. Grapes here, 5.49 a pound. Holy shit, Jules. Girl, I don't know where you live, but damn. Jules, they keep you coming back as a lifetime customer. Even the cheaper food is more expensive right now. Yep, a lot of things.
Mhm.
And my SNAP benefits were dropped. They said, well, you had a increase, your yearly increase. It was $33. So they said, you no longer need your $63. We're dropping you down to $33. So yeah.
Mhm.
our whole system, and it doesn't matter who's in charge. I
Yeah.
don't do politics, but it goes to show it doesn't matter who really right now is in charge or who's, you know, in the White House. We still got the same problems and the same people have money in people's pockets. And so I digress. Wow. $1.98. That's a little bit better. Um, I think ours here is around that. I haven't gotten grapes yet. But now that we got all this, let's do something light. How about we read some poetry? And not that I'm um, dismissing chat or the positivity going in chat. Please keep having conversations in chat. Unless we want to forego poetry and readings tonight and have this conversation. I had a teacher in high school who would, start his class. We would talk about our homework. And then before we start class, if a student brought up something where it was something they were truly interested in talking about, and it got the whole class talking, Mr. DeGarmo would set aside the day's lesson. We would have a little extra homework maybe, but he would take that class time and he would sit and talk to all of us about whatever was on our hearts and our minds. So if we want to still keep talking about this during the show, by
We'll
all
write
means,
poetry about it.
or write poetry about it. Started a veggie garden last year, best food ever. And it's interesting because I brought my
We'll
Stacy
read cards
DeMarco
on it.
decks, and I was putting the moon and the elementals together, and I was inspired by the scavenger hunt that PD and Brian did about a couple of weeks ago, and I started writing a poem, but I'm going to wait, let it simmer. Like canned tomatoes, I'm going to let it simmer a little bit. Um, we kind of hijacked your chat. No, this is what's
I
important.
started it when I mentioned Ozempic, so I'm
Well,
sorry,
no, don't be sorry because this is
everybody.
what we're educating each other because there's so much stuff out there that sometimes we don't know what is what. And when we discuss it in chat, somebody who may actually be on that medication or might be involved in this community or in this cause or whatever it might be, they have firsthand, they can, educate us, they can share. So I don't, oh, look at that. Poetry is food for the mind. And hello, Harley. And for people who may not know, Harley is Sonia. Sonia with an I. There's a Sonia with a J, and then there's a Sonia with an I. So this is Sonia with an I. She changed her channel to Harley. And I love that because my dad was a Harley man. He loved his Harleys when he had them. Then I was born, and then my mom was like, nope, gotta start selling them. So um, the wrath of grapes. Kaylee, I actually, that's part of my poem, except for God's green couch. I kind of put Gaia's. So just for fun, this is what I have so far. I'll have to find where PD is or get her email and send it to her. But lying within the folds of Gaia's green couch, flowers scattered like pieces on a checkerboard, casting shadows across buildings adorned with statues that no longer exist. Because I know she was trying to say the little moon symbols on the pillars for the moon card were statues. So I put that in there too. And then the little flag with the checkers on it. So I started a poem for PD. So, and I'll probably add maybe a little bit of Brian in there. So, Ode to the Scavenger Hunt. Oh, goodness. Heather and Jeff, the two of you have brought back the poetry vibe to me. I wrote two earlier this week. Yay!
Oh, yay.
And Harley, if you ever want to join Jeff and I, or Jeff's doing poetry on his channel too, ever want to be a guest with Jeff, let us know. We would love to have you share your poem. And yes, I love that too. And look at me, I'm talking for Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff, but I think, I thought it was okay to kind of, So read to us, Heather. Oh my guy, Heather. I used that tonight in email. Really? Okay. So Jeff, I went first. What you got?
I just started writing a poem about Ozempic, but
Well, if you want to keep writing it, I can read another one.
okay.
Okay, so I'll read another one. I came across some more going through my college days, and then, whoo. So this is from 1996. I was, let's see, March 1st, 1996. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize this was in March. So this is 18 years old, I think. Yeah, it's a 6. This is 24, 2. So yeah. Wow. Okay. Hands of Celine. Bones. Indigo silk. Frosted Everglades. Roses with icicle thorns. Standing before the hardwood hallway. Black ice covering cherry floorboards. Bare feet, talc white, fading into the ivory nightgown. Grandfather chimes 2:30 a.m. Strawberry locks catching my pearls, others lapping at my breasts. The ballerina does her ethereal dancing, glowing like a twin sister of Diana. Her hands Her hands feel every inch of skin. Torches are lit. What's this word? Wait a minute. Excuse me, everybody. I can't read my own handwriting. Anthony. Who's Anthony? Othony? A third? Okay, I got a word here I don't know, so I'm going to skip that. So let me start from that little part. Her hands feel every inch of skin. Torches are lit. Raven. Sinful blue irises. And where's the rest of the poem, Heather? I must not have finished it. To be continued.
I just wrote a little paragraph. Not a steroid, but I'm told it will make me stronger. Shooting up the Ozempic, follow their directive, but it won't wire my mouth. In combination with exercise, it should work. But I'm told that I can't find my way without having it hurt. Just to lose the blubber that isn't from my divine mother.
Right there, boom, right on the spot. Remember the book Blubber? I didn't like her. I wasn't a fan of her books, but she did a book called Flubber. It was popular when I was in elementary school.
Yes, I read that book.
I can't remember her name, but
not Bloom. Is it Bloom?
Yes, the last name is Bloom.
Judy Bloom.
Judy. There you go. Yeah. Everything happens for a reason. Oh, I went back a little too far. Woohoo! I turned 21 in 96. Oh boy, you babes. I graduated from high school that year. Y'all making me feel old.
I turned 21 in 96 too. I just had to do the math.
Grade 3. Wow. Read Sugar Blues. Great book. It is very hard. The way food is distributed and grown is very different than even 75 years ago. This is something I believe will be addressed in the next 20 years. It needs to really be discussed now. A lot of people really got to get behind it. I got some Flubber from my twins. Flubber, Green Blob, Robin Williams. I'm not sure about the Green Blob and Robin Williams. Oh my God, would you be willing to read them on your own? I'm still chicken about doing it public. I have an alias. Tara Stash was the one with the chicken house. This chicken rocks. Okay.
Are we talking about reading them in like a live audience?
Yeah, I think something. I'm not sure what she's talking about with Gerald and his chicken rocks. Does Gerald have something called chicken rocks now?
I haven't seen
it.
You
never know.
But I want to if that's what they're talking about.
I have not seen Cosmic Orphan. Stephen, are you still here? Stephen, he might have to run. But thanks for modding, Stephen. Now you know what they're doing now in StreamYard. I can see who my mods are. They show you. They put their names in blue and they put the little blue wrench. So now I can see in my StreamYard chat who is a moderator. It's pretty cool. And it's a movie, Flubber. Oh, Flubber,
Oh.
Robin Williams. Okay. JJ dressed like a chicken for light language tonight. Did she really?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh my God. I have got to check that out. So let's see. Is there anything else I want to share? Maybe I should look these over before I start reading them, seeing I haven't read them in years. I'm looking at this going, who was Anthony? Authority? Something? I don't know. I do have another one here. Date unknown, of course, but it's called Tuscany. Mists and olive leaves scattered. Dusted steps, a wedding landscape full of jagged rock. Sparse vegetation. How similar the wrinkles on still virgin skin resembles the dried up riverbeds. Now at dusk, hear the chapel bell, the lines begin to bleed and blur. See my footprints. They never look back. And that was the end of it. And that was it. You got another one, Jeff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's like, Got some good writ. Got some good writ. I know I'm doing the same thing. I'm looking at these. I haven't seen these in years. I'm like,
which one? We'll just read from the book. Okay, this is called No Love Lost. I opened to it, so that's what I'm going to read. Haven't seen you in your latest incarnation. Seems as if it's been beyond ages since we've spoken, but your words buckled under the pressure you always felt I put on you when I would dare express my displeasure. I guess I had an expectation some things could be different, but the bar can't be set any higher when your moral compass abandons me and what I knew of you back when you used to be, even if in name only, some semblance of my mother. You said you needed to evolve, you saw nothing changing, and as your illness progressed, you were the tight harness on our family, putting our will to bear it to the test. Your last act as though it were a death. Even if you don't know, you're complicit in your own theft. Somehow you lost touch with us. If I ever thought in our mutual delusion I could reach you, now to think love is a lost pursuit when your tears once fertilized a young soul and your compassion was once a blessing. My memories of you have left me numb from the cold. That's from my.
Your memories have left me numb from the cold. Mm-hmm. Wow. I like that. I have another one from my class that my teacher would write all over. This one was from
what Tarot Your Way put. I like that. Yeah.
See, me that would be something maybe on his channel or yours. Because for me, I know it's like YouTube entertainment purposes only. But that would only be, you have to make sure there would be a major disclaimer on that.
And then, if it's swords, it's a heavier type of die.
Hey, I just pulled a random card and it has the word fruition, fruit. There you go. But I learned you got to watch out from fruit because this is something Allison taught me. Fruit is part of our diet, but we have to watch out from a lot of fruit because what does fruit have? Sugar. So to make sure that your diet is balanced, so that you don't eat so much fruit that you're gaining all the sugar in your body, but yet you can't figure out why you're not losing weight. But that might work actually, Thomas. There's fruit. Alrighty, because I don't think we can eat butterflies. She's got a butterfly on her mouth. Um, so, alrighty. Not in 2 seconds, but a minute or two. Yes, Harley. Oh, what does Harley ask?
She's
Jeff,
actually she's asking you of this, asking this
let's
of
see.
you
At
too.
Heather, no, at Heather and Jeff, if we have you,
I can't
okay.
speak for Heather. I mean, it would take me more than like a second to do
Well,
that.
I have to do a poem on the spot for the cards, and sometimes that's hard. I mean, it isn't hard. Well, it's hard. It challenges me because I like to sit and kind of meditate and listen to music and see where the flow of the words are going to come from. But the sun suggests hot yoga. Actually, that would be fun. That would be fun. Um, wow, deep. Thank you. Our guys will have to talk.
Yeah.
The fruit sugar is different than table sugar. It's more nutrient rich and it doesn't stress the body like white sugar.
uh,
Still sugar too, but I've learned so much
Natural
from
sugar can be as bad. Well, I don't know if natural sugar has the
if you're that's
designation.
all you're eating, yeah. Especially if
Yeah,
people have diabetes and stuff, it's still like a sugar.
I
So
thought it
they
was
would have to
bad
really
either way.
monitor. So was there who read last?
I did, I
Okay.
think.
What time we're oh my goodness, we're almost at 9 o'clock already.
Holy shit.
Uh
Oh, yeah.
um let me just read one more. I'm
Okay.
in the reading mood. And then if somebody wants to, so Jeff, do you want to see if people want to throw a topic and then
Hmm.
rewrite, do something different tonight?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm game for that. I was hoping at some point, not that I am averse to readings. I'd love to do readings too.
We can
But
always do a collective for everybody, and
okay.
then we can have people throw in, topics because we're
All
usually
right.
good till about 9:30, right?
Yeah, I can go
Oh,
to 10 at max. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So for me, Belladonna, the earth embraces with fingers scarred by tar and fire. Her ashes blanket poisoned blood of temples ruined by water and oil. We share the bones that crack like glass, cemented a circle of white, laces marble wings inside a woven net, and webs of lost breath hang from silver cords under the Welsh moor, abandoned vales in Belladonna. And that was 10/20/94. Whew, I was 23 years old. Wow, wow, wow. And yes, you're here. In case anyone sees me going like this off to the side, Mozzie's here. Huh. Yeah. You had to come in, didn't you? So, alrighty. Jeff is looking for a poem.
I've accepted Harley's challenge.
Oh, what did Harley?
She already threw something out right now. So, yeah.
Oh, what did she throw out?
Well, she didn't throw up yet. I haven't read it.
No, throw.
A traveling ladybug looking over a couple of lovers. That's what she
Oh,
wants me to write on.
oh, there is. Oh, Heather, if you're up to it, Heather, your challenge is a small fairy flying over flower. Oh. Hmm.
All right. How long does this have to be, Harley? Because I have something. Keep in mind too, when I talk, this is called speckled. Speckled is in like the speckles on something. Speckled but not bejeweled. Too lonely is not to be heard. Ladybug of the night rests her legs around his waist, makes the other girl he has eyes for have to wait and not come for the first taste. That's what I got.
And mine
Was
was
the
over a flower, right?
I think so.
Over a
Over a
flower.
flower.
Almost there. Okay, so Harley, for me, I'll probably go back later on and play around and do this and that with it. Um, you know what would be interesting, Jeff? This is
Yep.
an idea, and Harley and everybody in chat, this would be great. So at the end of the show, somebody can give us each a prompt, and next week we come back and we share what we wrote from that prompt. It gives us a
I like
week
it.
to kind of like, connect with it, mesh with it, and then be able to brain that. So I think this would be a great part of our show. And it'll be kind of like how, how like Thomas does the homework at the end of the tarot show. This kind of would
Mhm.
be like our thing. So at the end of the show, we'll go ahead and, you know, um, share what we created during the week. But Harley, um, this is what I have. So wings of gossamer weave through the strands of the northern winds, dotted with pollen kisses upon rainbow skied light, a tender kiss upon the yellow flesh of a petal, a curl of hair wrapping lovingly around the stem of a rose. And that's what I have for that. I'll probably go back and play around with it more later. But yep, this is why creativity is wonderful. Yes, it is. Um, at Jeff, the moon card.
Care Bear wants me to write one on the moon card. Which moon card? Which one we talked about? Care Bear, we talked about several moon cards. The regular Rider Waite card, or because
So is
I
this a
think
poem you already wrote?
no, it could have been, but I don't think so. All right. Well, I'm just gonna write one on the moon
Yeah.
card.
And I'm gonna go and I'm going to mute myself and shuffle, and I'll do like a pull a collective, and then I'll start writing for a collective. She says Valentina. Not sure what that
Okay.
is.
That's a good one. Okay. From the Valentina Tarot. Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. The card I pulled, Jeff, out of all
Mhm.
these cards,
Was it the moon?
no. Voice, speaking your word.
Oh my. Wow.
Of all those cards for a collective on a poetry night, speaking your word. So I'll write on that. I had to share. I couldn't wait.
Where is this fucking card?
Where is this fucking card?
I know I'm looking for the card because the card's the one that's going to help me know what to write. I already have an idea. Here it is. Okay, this is what it looks like, everybody. To me, if you look at it from a distance, it looks like it's got like it looks to me like it's an alien's face far away. You move in closer on it, or it starts to have udders. I see the breasts like udders on a cow. And then you move in, and it looks like a woman of the future, a galactic woman in space. So let me write this. It'll be very quick.
Udders? Our breasts
Yeah,
with
like
udders?
udders on a cow.
Uh,
That's what I see. I don't see breasts. When I looked at it, it looked like a cow. I didn't see breasts on it. Okay. I'm almost done.
take your time. I'm still working on this.
Okay, this is what came to mind. I'll just go. And I'll hang the card up with it too. Galactic Interactive. Galactive Interactive. Age 52, Saturn returns. Like the moon cycles can dictate where it burns. Mooning over that for which we yearn. Sometimes the truth, hard to discern, milk the udders for all they're worth. but don't toss me aside just to nest in someone else's breasts. So I kind of got the idea about what the paranoia of the moon, and the idea that we have our Saturn return every 50 whatever years with that ring around her. That made me think of Saturn for some reason. Yeah.
All righty. Very cool. So I had pulled the voice speaking your word. That's just amazing how that came out. This is like one of my favorite cards. And for this one, I have, and this is for the collective, for everybody. As tides turn and fires burn, sweeping the world into a chaotic cacophony, speak your word, spell your spirit into form, sing the song of your creation with a voice soft to soothe the raging masses, a voice powerful enough to vibrate the chakras along your spine, and loud enough to embrace the primal scream, awakening our humanity into being. And that's what I have.
That's beautiful.
And let's see. Checking. So, Jonathan, does anyone have the Tarot of Japanese Poetry? That's a beautiful deck. So there's a recommendation for that.
I gotta get that.
Karen says, no, I'm interested. Harley, Heather and Jeff, you both rocked the challenge. And to do it in the spot or on the spot is an incredible skill. Kudos to you both. Thank you, Harley.
Thank you, Harley.
I felt the same way painting with Jonathan last Monday. I have never done that. I've done that live in person last year for Women's International Women's Day. It was, in front of, a group of women were holding a speaking circle, but to do it live right then and there, and who knows who's going to see it and who's going to watch it. That was something very challenging for me. So I had a great partner that day with Jonathan. Yeah, Harley, cow breasts. Yeah. Odo says,
yes.
If a voice shouts in the forest, is it even heard? Like a long stood tree reaching out to the earth. Speak your word, dear child. Do not let silence instill fear. For you I am near. For you I hear. Kaylee, did you just write that? That is beautiful. Yep, her contribution. Oh my God. See, I love this. I love, love, love this. And did my mouse just die on me? Oh, I just charged this damn thing. Ugh, sorry. Love that. Me too, Karen. That's beautiful. And John says, I'm only finding it on Etsy and I'm not sure if it's legitimate. But here's the link if anyone is interested. Yeah, if you see that little QR code on that box, whatever, that will pretty much give it away. And if you're still not sure, I would check, if you can find the actual person who created the deck or who printed it to make sure. Usually when you go on places like Amazon, I've seen them on Amazon, but especially Temu. I don't know if Shein or those other ones like Alibaba, I'm sure they have counterfeit decks too. But if you see that QR code, on the box that you have to scan for, a book or, be very wary of those, especially if they're like inexpensive. That's your sign right then and there. Let's see. Love it. I wrote a poem for my husband as a surprise when we got married. Oh, that's beautiful, Jules. And Harley at Tarot Ask Backwards. Jeff loved it, especially the last line.
She wrote, I loved it. I go, I did too. I wrote it.
Oh, I'm like sorry. You were underneath there. I'm sorry.
It's like a recipe.
I just wanted to make sure you saw your
It's like I made it.
I know, Jonathan. I was telling people that 4 years. That's amazing. So Callie Keelan just came out. That's good. Jules, some of mine are 18 plus. Oh, maybe a little bit on the
right.
erotica side, maybe, Jules? Oh, I had plenty of those when I was younger. Oh, these days, yeah, that part of me is kind of. And Jeff, good for you. I want that confidence. Yes. Oh, so Jules does write some erotica poetry. Very cool. Oh, why am I still on the big screen? I'm sorry, Jeff.
Oh, okay. So what are we doing now?
Oh, I thought you were writing. Oh, I'm sorry.
I wasn't doing anything yet.
Oh,
I
I
can
saw you
write.
looking down. I thought you were writing a
I
poem
don't know if
because
anyone gave me a challenge yet or where we are.
I was playing a collective for everybody, so I thought that's what we were doing.
Okay, so I'll pull one. I'll pull
Okay.
one. Do I go into poetry with this one too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you pull out a card for the collective, and then we write a poem because I don't know if we're really going to be able to. Well, we still have some time. So chat, we'll leave it up to you. Do you want us to do more like single card pulls and write a poem? Do we want to do a mini readings for people or throw out prompts? What does the audience decide? Do. Yeah, speaking
Prompts
about
or readings or what was the other one? All right. Like read. My inspiration doesn't like or read poetry. What, Harley?
Oh, Kaylee
Yes.
wants us to do another prompt. Okay.
All right. So
Well,
the card,
Kaylee, throw one out there then after Jeff's done with his collective.
Ten of Wands, and this is a fairly subdued card for this one, for this deck. I don't know if, well, I know it's Valentina, but these two look kind of androgynous to me. But with that androgyny, there's the
Ooh,
Ten of Wands, which is this
sorry.
completion that they're in love and they're motivated by love is what I'm seeing. But of course, we all know that, you know, um, from a positive standpoint, I'd rather have this card than any other of the other completion cards, really, except maybe the Ten of Cups, depending on the context. I think, but anyway, so what I'm getting is a vast expanse called the ocean. There was once a boy and a boy in a world apart, not like the ocean. There was this notion that they two could love each other, find the sense to be together, but yet nothing in their hearts allowed them to overcome what pain put beside each of them. Until one day they just surrendered to their own infatuation and gave in to what was driving them to a point where their bodies became saturated, all in due time, with the right lover we can find.
Nice. Wow. Keep going to grab my mouse and I keep forgetting it doesn't work. So, Kaylee, you mentioned about prompts. So, do you want to give Jeff and I the same one, or do you want to give us different ones? And yeah, you can pull a card too. Kaylee, why don't you pull a card?
Yeah, that would be.
Tell
I
us
was
what
thinking
it is, and then we'll all write a poem on that.
you can throw the prompt or the word. Is the prompt a word or how like a phrase?
Something like that, because she said
Okay.
she's going to pull it. She said I'm going to pull out a card, and then that's when it struck me that whatever card she pulls, maybe that could be our prompt as well.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean?
Now I do.
Whichever. unless you want to vibe totally on something else. But I just kind of was like, well, that would make it kind of easy
That
for the next
yeah.
one. Man, if I knew Kaylee was going to be on fire tonight and
We
doing
should have
this,
brought you on, Haley.
here, what? Here's,
Kaylee, we should have brought you on, Kaylee.
let's see something here. Can I do, actually, Kaylee, if you, come on. There we go. Kaylee, Karen, anybody wants to join Jeff and I?
That's the
There's
prompt, always in motion. Okay.
So go for it, girl. Always in motion. Here she is.
Hello.
Hello. I'm going to mute myself so I don't, cause I got to read out one of my lines here, so I don't want to throw anybody off.
Here, I'll show everybody the deck I used and the card. So this is the deck. And then this is the card.
Noise. My colors always in motion. Ooh.
And I do have a poem that I just scribbled out here. So, do you want me to go ahead and read that? I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Always in motion like a perpetual ticking clock, no time to pause, no time to stop. Ever flowing onwards, a river of time, will you be the salmon, reverse and climb?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. So always in motion like a perpetual ticking clock, no time to pause, no time to stop. Ever flowing onwards, a river of time, will you be the salmon, reverse and climb?
The salmon reversed.
Because you know how salmon swim upriver
Yeah.
to spawn? So that was
Yeah.
kind of like the, and they'll
Oh,
like, you know,
okay.
climb up, like, you know, they have
Got
the
you.
little fish
Got
ladders.
you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Are you ready, Jeff, for yours?
I just
Okay.
finished. Yeah. It's another day of the same old, but we can deviate by getting out of our heads and not loathe getting out of the bed. The bed that was rocking all night took the neighbors to where we went. So let's try it by daylight. Sun come up, sun go down. The way we work, the way we love, keeps our bodies always in motion. The grind within the grind. Without nothing we can do but get our aggressions out.
Wow. Oh, I'm
This
still
is fun,
working.
you guys.
Yeah. The planets.
I like that we went in a different direction. Thank you, Kaylee.
You're welcome. I'm
we
house
do
sitting
another-
for my parents, that hence the background change.
Oh,
Okay, so this is kind of sort of what I got. You know me, I'm a perfectionist, so I know I'm going to at some point. Really quick, Harley, like the purples in your last painting. Oh, purples? Actually, my last painting had a few purples, but I'm looking at it right now. It's got turquoise, red, yellow. Yeah, that thing's got some work. But thank you, Harley. So always in motion. Always in motion, I sense tectonic plates, shifting sands, moving mountains, causing water torsion. It's so subtle. My aura is sublime. I sense the bed sheets move under the memories of your body next to mine.
oh my
The
God.
stars sweep the moon up in their bathing arms the stars sweep the moon up in their bathing arms while Gaia sleeps under the midnight sky. The planets watch with lonesome eyes.
We were sort of on the same wavelength there.
A little bit there, yeah.
Yeah, for a minute or like a second or two. Yeah.
For me, the bodies were more kind of like almost like the bodies, you know, the heavenly bodies, you know, the bodies in the sky. That's where I was going to play because I'm like, well, I could still be, you know, talking about, you know, 20-year-old self in some of these other poems. Remembering back in the day when those hormones were still active. 8, 9, 19. So is there anybody who would like to throw a prompt in, or should I pick, or Jeff, why don't you shuffle and
Oh
pull a
yeah.
prompt?
Okay.
He's like, oh my God, okay.
Well, then I'm like looking into it now. Like I'm even more hyped to do this.
Heather,
This
this is
one
the
is,
new deck.
Dragon Riders. Cool. Riders. I don't know if you guys all remember that song from like the 70s. Riders on the Storm. Not the
Yeah,
the Doors, but there was another one.
I can hear the song in my head.
Ghost
Yeah.
Riders. Ghost Riders in the Storm. Yeah, I'm dating myself. Okay, what is that?
The star card.
Ooh,
Can you make
there we
him
go, more
bigger?
stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, let me
Just so I can see details.
oh, looks like a medicine wheel. Wait a minute, is that what isn't that the card that you had for the sun card today on
You know,
Thomas's channel?
It looks an awful lot like it. In fact, right below it was the sun card. So I can show you that it's actually different. But I'm
There
going
you
to
go.
show them both so you can see.
That's right. You guys were doing the sun and not the star. But yeah, I love that. Those are cool. Okay, so the star.
Now, do I have to give words? I don't have to give words, do I? Okay.
What do you mean give words?
The way, well, I just put together in my head that her card said always in motion.
Oh, so
And you know what I mean? So the words
yeah.
on the card are the card in this case. Yeah.
Okay.
And since we did this card last week, I'm gonna cheat. Use the
Okay.
one I think I wrote about this.
All right, I got something. All right. So I kind of took a literal sense of the star, not the tarot meaning. But here we go. Okay. Like sources ever watching gaze, hard to see through city's haze, hidden from sight till we dare seek afar, for only in dark can we see all the stars.
I like that because it does bring in the element of hope that the star card has
I was
without
still
outwardly saying
oh.
it. That's all right. I'm ready to go anyway, though. So
No, I was going to ask Kaylee. I didn't get to because I was trying to finish this one line.
Okay. One more time?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All good. No, it's okay. Okay. Like sources ever watching gaze, hard to see through city's haze, hidden from sight till we dare seek afar, for only in dark can we see all the stars.
Nice. All righty. Thank you. And Jeff?
And that's funny how you have haze in yours because I had fog in mine, but let me go ahead. Wishing it all away, wishing on a star. As you woke up from what the haters call a pipe dream, it won't stop you from still trying to realize it or know what it was trying to tell you about you or what it was you were meant to achieve. If you don't give up on it and just let your fate come to pass, you don't have to listen to the naysayers ride your ass and say things like, you think you're the center of the universe. In a cloud that burst as I drove through a fog of shame for thinking of myself more than you thought of for me, I thought still I am the center of my own world, and as certain of that as I was. It was written in the stars. I could go in for a kill. I could say murder is fated or my life is fated. Fated. Whether either way a star only seen in the dark of night shines on me, but the sunlight of the day's routine won't stop me from being the center of my own star. Like the sun's a star. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I keep grabbing that damn mouse and it's okay. So for me, I follow the stars, diamond embroidered upon the silken tapestry of millennia, stepping into our shadows. Peter spoke to Wendy, second star to the left, and straight on till morning. I watched the moon lose a tear, longing for the sun's journey to bring back the starlight to her eyes. That's as far as I can. Oh, and I thought of that because I know Stephen couldn't stay for the show, but he always ends his videos with it's the second star to the right and straight on till morning and or to the left. Was it to the right? Second star to the left or second star to
I think
the
it's
right?
the right.
I think it's the
Oops.
right.
Sorry, Stephen. Love your
Not creative liberties.
I guess I aim to the left.
It's from Peter Pan, isn't it?
Yes. Like Peter spoke to Wendy, second star to the right and straight until morning. I had to put that in there. I love that. So the
Ooh, I like
poetry
Care Bear's
round
idea.
table. Huh?
I like Care Bear's idea.
I have an idea for special night poetry around table, a poem written together. Poet card each person throw a line or two out the next pull. Wait a minute. I have an idea for special night poetry around table. A poem written together.
Yeah.
Pull card, each person throw a line or two out, then pulls card and writes, etc. So
the first person would write like a line or two. The next person would then write a line or two. It's like, you know how, I don't know if you used to do it in like camp and stuff where like you tell a story, so each person would like put in a line. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes. Got it. So I went ahead and I pulled a card for us for a prompt. And Jeff, you're gonna love this. What were we talking about? You know, was it a week or so ago about free will?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Ooh.
So let me just put this up.
Thanks.
So this is the will card. And it's for the waxing gibbous moon. So however you want to play with that. Good night, Fatima. Thank you for hanging out with us, my dear. I'm going to go ahead. It's short, but again, like I said, I'll probably always rework these over. My will guides my words, speaks of my intuition within the crescent of my truth. I prepare to honor the silver white disk, scrying in a pool of ink and mist. Nature is the perfume I dab onto my wrist.
I love that because it takes the whole semblance of the whole will thing and brings it to another level. Like it's almost sublime. It's not anything we need to worry about controlling us or it controlling or we controlling it.
It's like a co-creation.
Yeah, that's what I took from it. I mean, all right, so I kind of went in the direction of what we talked about 2 weeks ago.
That's fine.
Will it to be, there must always be a prime mover. Will it to be, on whom we can blame what we call accidents of fate. You can't have it both ways. The buck stops here. How the generations swore they wouldn't leave us behind. But what without free will, there's no design. Will it to be? Life's what you make it if you're so inclined.
Nice. All righty. Kaylee.
All right. So I took kind of, I guess, more of the visuals from the card and not so much the meaning. But I did incorporate the word will.
Yeah, this is how we do it. It's just the inspiration. It's the jumping, and that's where we take the from. Right. So it's all good, girl.
Like a wax mannequin, frozen, my features unmoved, an impenetrable mask conceals my mood. Can I find the will to melt my own facade, or do I turn it over to a higher god?
Oh, I love that. I love how facade comes out.
Wax facade.
Yeah.
And then the mask, because she was wearing a mask on the card, I think. I saw her wearing a mask or like kind of hiding her face, it seemed.
Let me pull it back up so everybody can see. So, yep, there's the...
Looks like she was kind of...
like an egg or something, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she's holding, but I saw the kind of the masquerade mask there,
Yeah. Very nice. And I think I want to say it's an egg, but you know what? I think it's the full moon in her hand.
Ah, okay.
Oh, well. It can be either, and open for interpretation.
Yep.
So we are at 9:34. And we have a few people left. Harley, darn, that was great, Kaylee.
Thanks.
Yes.
That would be great for a poetry oracle card. Oh.
I could do. I say, do you want to do one more? I have another new deck.
Yeah. Are you up for one more?
Yep.
Okay.
This one will be animal related. But...
Okay. Oh, good. Actually.
Come on, Kaylee, pull a jaguar.
Actually, there is. It's a cougar, but.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I was actually the cougar back in the day, but I digress.
I'd laugh if that's what comes out. Give me a second here. Okay, that one apparently. 1 second.
Yeah, that one flew out. It'd be funny if it was a bird.
Ooh.
Okay, like put you up on the big screen.
So discover the pattern. So they call it a broadwing katyd, but it's basically like a cricket or a grasshopper. But discover the pattern. So you can kind of see on the card, it has the different seasons, it looks like maybe. Changing in time.
Life too.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So hold that up there for 2 seconds. If you need to see it again while you're writing, let me know and I can hold it up again.
Okay.
Kaylee, could you hold it up once more when you're ready? Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, I got something if you're good with me going. Alrighty. So this was the card again for just a reminder for everybody. Days passing to months, months passing to years, another age older counted in laughs and in tears. Another page in the notebook, another poem wrote. Like the cricket I will sing out, I will find that true note.
Ooh.
Not to distract you, Heather, but here, this is the cat card, or tabby cat.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go with Just Still Rain because this one here, I really love that card. There was a lot of symbolism in that card. Wow. I'm not going to be able to do it justice for the short period of time, but discover the patterns within your DNA, sketch them into blueprints, melting them within wings like violin strings, and listen to the wind song through the roots of your life's tree. The acorn, the shape of our pineal gland, coalesces within the crystalline structure of silica and sand. That's as far as I got.
I love that, especially like the violin part. I love that visualization.
Yeah, I was thinking of that what the Katie did, when like they, how the grasshoppers, make that sound, like playing the violin. That's where I got that idea, was from the, the wings and the sounds that they make when they vibrate. But yeah, that one is really going to want to be developed more.
And if you want, I can send you a picture of the card too. Like if you need me to email you a picture of the card just so you can flesh out the poem, I can if you need me to.
No, I'm good. I just.
You good? Okay.
Yeah, but let me hand it over to Jeff.
Thank you. Rooted through an expanse of ley lines and mysticism history couldn't grasp, we're the gifts underutilized, abandoning our guides, settling like the dust, ignoring the motif, the synchronicity, the synchronicities of histories. So we shouldn't be surprised that it didn't matter when we refused to discover the patterns.
Wait a minute, what was the last two lines?
So we shouldn't be surprised that it didn't matter when we refused to discover the patterns.
Ah, okay. Very cool. Wow.
That one was the hardest one, I think. Am I right? Yeah.
It for me, it wasn't the hardest one. It was for me the one that I felt like I could really write something meaty from it. Because I was thinking of patterns and clothing and hair and strands and blue. I mean, all these different things were like coming all at once. I'm like, oh, so yeah, that one I'm really going to. I just think that Katie did what? Ha 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 ha. Funny, very cute. Oh, that's a beautiful. Hold on a second, Kaylee. You're on mute too, hon. I like that one. That one's pretty.
Yeah, the
Never
entire
leave by
deck
the
is
sea.
absolutely gorgeous.
That is, I like that one, the honeybee. Wow. Karen saying, killing it.
I will warn you though,
Bravo.
there is a snake in it.
In that one, I didn't see that. Oh, in that. Oh, yeah, that's.
I mean, it's
no,
pretty, but it's a snake.
So we are at. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. I love that. If people go ahead and show it again, because I love butterflies. So. Oh, I love the little caterpillars.
Digest
Yeah,
the past. Be a caterpillar.
Yeah. Beautiful. All righty. So 9:45. I do have to end it soon, y'all. I have an early morning tomorrow. My car horn decided to stop working, and I have to take it in at 10 a.m. And I'm afraid it's going to cost an arm and a leg. And people are now yelling outside. My Jesus Christ.
All good, Heather.
People scream and yell like everyone wants to hear their fucking business. Anyway.
It's not Maury or whatever,
right? Beautiful like a stained glass window. Yes, Jesri. That very much was.
Yeah, that's the neck there.
So we're
if you're looking.
Nice. So now we are at 9:45. Do we want to end it now, or do we want to do one more and go to 10? It's up to you two. I can't really go any later.
I can do another one.
I mean,
but then I want to stop.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
one more.
One more, and then you're good.
I had to have her hold up the card again because I forgot the name of the discoveryer, and then I'm like, okay, I think it's time to like pull back.
Okay, then we can end then right now. Kick back. So
yeah.
Okay.
Again, Jeff, what you got coming up this week?
I don't know yet. I don't have much. I always hinge my weeks on this show and the weekends, only because it's easier. And then I brainstorm. I try to get downloads for what I'm going to throw up there. You know,
Gotcha.
mental vomit. So a mental throw. But
you gotta do what you gotta do.
What
you got going? Well, Kaylee, what you got going on? I know it's not necessarily channel wise, but
yeah, nothing on the YouTube other than you'll probably see me in the chats when I'm at work, because I work lurk all the time.
And we're happy that you work.
Tomorrow, I'll be tuning in to Jen and Tanis's Twillo talk. They have a special guest next week, or like this week, sorry. So like tomorrow. Okay. I then have an enlightenment evening tomorrow night here in Ottawa. So it's a social night that Tanis throws once a month.
That's nice.
So just gets a bunch of people together. So have that this week. Have something Tuesday as well. And then I'm doing my Aqualead Masters on Saturday. So.
Okay, Karen, thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Care Bear.
Yes.
Sorry you have to leave.
Hey, she stuck it out almost the whole 2 hours.
I know, huh?
She did.
And kids, too.
Yeah.
And kids, probably she has to check on them.
So this
What are
week,
you up to,
tomorrow-
Heather?
Well, tomorrow, Miss Nancy. She's this lovely lady right here that just popped in. Hello. She did a show tonight with Nancy, you were Scott Scorpio, and with Jackie Jacaranda, I believe, tonight. So I have to go and check that out for a few minutes, watch some of the playback. But Nancy's getting back into doing shows, and the communities love to have you. So Nancy and I will be doing our weekly Monday evening Divine Feminine readings together. So that's tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not sure if I'm going to be doing something Tuesday because I usually leave Tuesdays and Thursdays kind of like pop-up days. Wednesday, there is a investigative tarot that was recommended by a subscriber who wishes to remain anonymous, but it's a 26-year-old cold case. So we're going to be taking a look at that on Wednesday with Jackie and I. And then again, Friday, we don't know about Friday. Allison's son is in from college visiting with his mom. So I told her, let me know if you want Friday night off so I can spend time with Wyatt, and that'll be fine. So she's enjoying her time with her boy. And really, in the meantime, that's pretty much it for the upcoming week. I might have to go back and look later. There might be something coming, but right now it's kind of hard to tell, especially with having to take the car in tomorrow and stuff. So, but yes, that's pretty much it. And got early day tomorrow. So again, everybody, anyone watching playback, and those who had to leave before the show is over that watches on playback, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the show. And yes, Kaylee joined us. People come back like, wait a minute, there were two. I'm like, you're back now. There's three.
Bye, everyone.
Yes. So everybody, have a great rest of your night. Have a great week, and we will see you later on.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, all that.
The algorithm, help us leverage the algorithm. Thank you.
What he said. Exactly. And everyone have a good night. Thank you.